Today's Captain's Blog is brought to you by a sterling young man, David Archer.
Guys. What's up, dude?
Kicking it, yo. You're making the holder for the saw? Oh, that's sexy. And this is recycled from the battery tray from the Seagrid.
It's all just parts we had laying around. So
that's cool.
Spent no money on it, just all it can go.
Hello guys, welcome to today's Captain's Blog. I'm Chris Boden and you're not. Time is 12:14 hours on Saturday, September 3rd, 2016, and Batman's building a thing. Needs a little grinding there.
Yeah, but I'm gonna clean it up.
That's cool. You do need a bigger base. Ah, it's a beautiful day outside, light breeze. I should be flying something. So did you ever figure out what was wrong with the van?
It's a starter.
It's a starter, or it's a starter solenoid?
No, because you hear the solenoid ka-chunk when you turn the key. So the solenoid's
it's a
actually
starter.
The motor itself.
Okay. Let Jesse know, maybe he can fix it.
He already knows.
He already knows? Alright, cool. What you working on, Bruce? Huh?
Refurbished an impact wrench.
Oh, cool. Where at?
It's on the workbench right now.
Oh,
it's all pieces.
Yeah? Impact wrench and pieces. That sounds like... What bench? I got like 300 benches. Oh, that's it. Look at that. Oh, this is neat. Is it the veins?
It could be.
All right, here. Let me.
Like it was passed through a lot of metallic junk into it.
Do this.
So I'm gonna clean.
I've been here before. These pieces in here will be little phenolic things. See how they're not falling out?
I know.
That's the problem.
What happened, and I've already pulled it, passed through chunks and metal bits.
Okay.
And so I'm tearing it all completely apart, cleaning it up, re-oil it, put it back together, see what happens.
Pay really close attention to cleaning out inside these grooves.
Yep.
And just the light, like the 3-in-1 oil will be good. And that alone should do a lot.
Yeah.
You mentioned metal bits. Now, these run on compressed air, so usually any metal bits that are in there came from in there.
There's a filter going in.
That's the in filter?
That's the air goes this way in, so you can see it already caught some. But then
How the hell do you put metal bit? They must have had a compressor take a shit or something.
So, no, wrong.
What are you
right
doing?
So this is the setup here where it draws in the air.
Okay.
So they have this very simple little check system.
You're not supposed to feed the metal bits. That's bad.
So I opened that up, and when I dumped it out,
all kinds of metally bits?
I got like all sorts of long, little thin metally bits.
Shavings.
Shavings, yep.
Huh.
So that tells me it passed through a bunch of crud.
Alright, well, let's clean her out.
You know, it's all packed, a lot of heavy grease.
Yeah, that's normal.
And junk in there.
Be careful using solvents and stuff. There's, I'm sure, all manner of little rubbery seals and shit in
Actually,
here.
no, the only
and the outer rubber and stuff. We don't want to melt it down.
was just a little gasket on the
That's it?
The backside.
There's no O-rings in there or anything?
No.
Wow.
So it is it very basic. So you had.
How's the hammer bangy part?
So that's what I'm cleaning up right now.
Okay.
Started there. So this is.
Is anything rounded over bad? No, it's all nice clean edges. That's in good shape.
It's being cheap Chinesium. So this is the chamber here. You can see it's a little wear and tear, but
not bad though.
Not bad.
Certainly not bad.
It's
for
not
something
where it's
that old.
obvious.
Yeah.
It's been.
There's no
used.
cracking or anything. No missing pieces, like you see them with chunks knocked
with
off.
smooth and junk to a point where I actually had to grab a pick to start scraping back out.
From the looks of what I see here, simply cleaning the hell out of it in a good oil, and this thing will work and work well, at least as well as it did new.
Yeah.
Hope for the best. But yeah, cool. All right, excellent. Keep kicking ass, man. I want to see that when you put it back together. I'm curious.
Definitely.
What you doing?
Oh, getting ready to
I hate these.
make a special wire bending tool.
Oh, that's cute.
Something like that.
A wire
but
bending tool?
Yeah, to bend different shapes than that one.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Big Saturday tour day. Lots of stuff going on. I am busy as hell all weekend. Still don't know if Sam's coming out or not this weekend. I know Mitch isn't. He just got a house. We're very proud of him. And Kidwell will be out tomorrow. So there will be lots of flying and stuff. I have to turn the tunes off because vlog. Doop 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 doop. I don't know how to do it. How do I do it? Pandora, I think. Yes. Pause. Cool. Pause. There you go. All right. Hi, kids! What manner of fun and adventure have we got going on?
Working on my chemistry.
You doing a chemistry thing? Oh, this looks like fun. You have cute little test tubes. Oh, they're bottles. What's in there?
That one is
Fe3PO4/2.
iron. No, that's not the iron phosphate.
Well, Fe3 is iron.
Yeah, that is the iron phosphate.
PO is not potassium. Potassium's K. Phosphorus oxide? Iron and phosphorus. That sounds like fun. Oh, iron phosphate. Okay.
Yep.
That sounds like a fun combination. You should light that on fire and see what happens.
Well, if I was going to light anything on fire, I'd light this one on fire.
That's also iron oxide. That's iron oxide 3. Mixed with, who knows, magnesium, aluminum, could be all kinds of fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When you've got tin. You've got some fun stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
Babbitt's metal. This is fun if you heat it. It's basically solder. Silicon lumps. That's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It's crystallized sand.
They won't fit in my jars, though.
This?
They're too big.
The crystals are too big. Smack them with a hammer. 4 ounces of tungsten? Powdered tungsten?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's neat.
I had to figure out how to crush the titanium, too, because that looks kind of cool.
Huh. I like your little vials. Do you have caps for them?
No, we're just filling them with hot glue.
Oh, okay. Capping them off with hot snot. That'll do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bottle full of sin. It's full of sin. Cool. All right. Are you having fun? You look just so excited. What's you doing? Oh, okay. Hi, kids.
Hi.
Did you find your stick?
No.
Oh,
We're making
you're just
a new
using
stick.
Jerry's finger instead?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, my thumb is about the right.
I'm gonna cut it again.
Either paint it, manicure it, or trim it, but pick one because, fuck, hold your hand out like that.
It's like a,
You have 5 minutes to trim those or I am. They get trimmed or they get painted. I don't care which you pick. You can express yourself any way you like, but those get trimmed or painted right fucking now. That doesn't look like a stick.
What? Is this?
Oh, that's the stick. Okay.
We're cutting a new one that we're pretty sure is the right height.
Pretty sure.
It was
Sure.
It was Sam's like, yeah, this is close enough.
Oh, okay.
So-
Yeah, it'll be fine.
This is a
What's the stick do?
Well, you need something to do your offset height-wise. So the laser bed moves up and down.
Okay.
So it's really easy to just take the laser head or material, put the little piece of wood in the middle, and you don't have to measure it. You just put the wood in.
Okay. I'm trying to get video of you, and I back up because you're backlit from the window, and you keep moving, and just God.
So we're pretty sure it's 2 centimeters. So we cut a 2 centimeter stick.
That's a 2 centimeter stick.
Uh huh.
I don't know if I have enough wood.
You need another piece of wood to test it on.
Yeah. We get the assumed height now. I'm just checking.
How close to 2? I have calipers too.
It's pretty good. It's didn't count for laser. But,
Oh yeah, if you put the kerf in, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we need 2 centimeters minus kerf.
Well, it was actually a bit low when I measured it, so we'll give that a try.
Very scientific.
Okay. So you want them painted or trimmed? I'll trim your fingernails.
We're getting flashes from the bottom, so it's going all the way.
I'll trim them. I can help with this. I'm a helper. I don't care if he paints them or trims them, but I want something done because that's fucking nasty. What's it say? It's Moose will check it for viewerment. Might be a death threat.
That is your name on it.
Yep, it's me. It looks like Viermill. It's not a personal package. I know that.
Yeah.
It's got a $100 wine voucher sent to a guy who doesn't drink. But okay, that, you know, cool.
You make vinegar out of wine.
Oh, I like it when I get mail from Bern for CERN. All right.
All right, let's read the notice today.
We got nose. Who do we get nose from?
Well, I have to read it first.
Okay. Thank you for your letter about the Geek Group National Science Center. Unfortunately, we are not accepting unsolicited proposals at this time. Your project falls outside of our geographic area of focus. So this is a double no.
Yeah, this is just a single.
This is a single no? What do you got on this one? Thank you for your inquiry to the Minderman Family Foundation. After careful consideration, we regret to inform you that the foundation is unable to invite Geek Group to submit a grant proposal. In the best of all possible worlds, the Family Foundation would make grants to all of the worthy applicants seeking support. Prudent stewardship requires difficult decisions. Please know that your work and your organization are valued and respected. Best wishes for your continued good work. Have you ever noticed everybody writes these like what they're really saying is, please don't go postal and show up at our office with a rifle? Like, they're all written like that. They're all written like, okay, calm down. It's going to be okay. We love you. We're not going to send you a check, but we love you, and it's important what you do.
See, I don't mind that they say no. Like, that's cool. You're not gonna.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's fine. Not everybody has to. But they insist on telling me things like we believe in what you do and
Yeah.
wish
It's
you
all
the very best,
warm
doing
fuzzies.
important
You
work.
guys are doing important stuff. We love you. You're great. We're not going to give you any money.
I would love. I've gotten one. It was the best. The letter of rejection just said, "We will not support your organization." One sentence. They signed it. Boom.
Yeah.
Like, I like you. You won't help me, and I like you.
Yeah, nose are free. Nose are easy. I like nose.
But I like real.
It's an IEC power cable. That's not an IEC power cable. That's
This
a
is
funny
Vero
power
mail.
cable. Oh, okay.
I'm just looking to see what it is.
It's another power
It's
cable.
another oddball weird ass power cable.
No,
that-
we had a need.
for oddball weird ass power cables?
We have like 24 devices throughout the building that have the 3-prong
Okay.
bricks, but we ran out of cables.
Huh. Okay, cool. Put it in mail. Tour happens in 3 minutes. Derp, 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 derp. What?
This looks so pretty earlier. Once I start cleaning out the impregnated schmoo,
Yeah.
you'll see it's actually kind of all pitted and dented.
Should be fine.
I know.
Should be
just
fine.
It was so packed with shady impregnated
It smoothed it all out.
It looked like it was perfect.
Alright. Now you're making me feel bad. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
Have you seen the van?
It's in the parking lot.
Yes.
Yeah,
Have you?
I've seen.
Do you know where the starter on the van is?
Not specifically, but that doesn't matter. We'll find it.
Okay.
Either that or Dave from West Side will step up again.
Okay.
So
Do what you can.
we chatted last night a bit.
Okay.
So there's plans.
I believe in you.
Living the dream, right?
I'm having a blast. It's a good day. What you doing?
Making bigger base.
Bigger base? So Batman, hang on. This is a leftover piece cut off from when you were cutting that, and this is the pieces for the base.
Yeah.
So you know what this is?
It's cut off.
This is the base drop. Because it's a drop. For the ridiculously large percentage of people who do not even come close to getting that joke, when you're working in a machine shop and you're cutting material, the extra piece off the end is called a drop. I think this comes from the fact that it's the part that drops on the floor when you're cutting it off with the saw, but this is the drop. That's the base drop.
The base is dropped.
The base is now dropped. It's time to tour. Little handy badge thing, and come on over. Yup. What are the things with a V on it? They're vicious attack dogs. They fight the demons. They're really expensive. Hi guys, welcome to the Geek Group. I'm Chris Boden, and you're about to see our giant toy box. So, for those of you who aren't familiar with what we are and what we do, the Geek Group is a National Science Center, and we are a makerspace. We are a place where you can come to design, build, and create pretty much anything you can imagine. Whether you're a code poet writing a software package, or you want to do CAD/CAM, or you want to build robots, or lasers, or airplanes, or quadcopters, or anything. We have a wood shop, metal shop, and every type of workshop lab you can possibly need. There are more tools in this building right now that any of you can use than Home Depot has for sale on Alpine. Right now. And it's $20 a month. All of it. That's the idea. So what we're going to do is you're going to get a full tour of everything. You're going to see every major lab in the building, all of our secret sauce, all that jazz. And we will finish up with a bang, literally. And after which we'll all meet back here and we'll do a Q&A, and you get to ask absolutely any questions you want. There are no rules to this at all. So yeah, are there any questions before we get started? Cool, you guys are easy. This is Melissa. She is awesome, and she's going to show you all of our awesome tools. They're all yours. Also, I've got Jesse in the tour today. Well, we're doing this because I got a lot of people online that want an updated tour. So he is, the entire internet is taking the tour today. Don't screw up.
Thanks.
No pressure.
No pressure.
No pressure.
All right, my name is Melissa. I'm the director of development here. I'm going to give you your tour. If you guys want to follow me, we're going to start with 3D printing. You took half of my opening line, so we'll pick a place and we'll start. So, how many of you have ever used a 3D printer before? A few of you? We use them here as an educational purpose. A lot of people come here to start businesses. They run prototypes off of 3D printing because it's a lot cheaper to do a few ounces of material than it is a couple $100 pieces of aluminum to find out that your fabric doesn't work. We also do a lot of school groups with them. We have Girl Scout groups that come in that design and manufacture their own cookie cutters, so they get the option of actually going from start to finish in the manufacturing world. I have people that are using them. This woman is designing bracelets. So it's cheaper for her to do it here in a 3D printer out of plastic than it is out of wood or metal or whatever she's using until she gets her design right. Once she's happy with her design, then she can take it down to the workshop and make the product from there. Any questions Any questions you don't have now, we can answer at the end. It's a very overwhelming place, and a question you may have on this will pop up later on when it coincides with something different downstairs. If you guys are ready, we'll move over to audiovisual. We're in the middle of building a recording studio that will be available for members to use. So if you just want to know how to run a recording studio, it will have old analog stuff in it ideally, and then the new high-tech stuff is what we're going for. Any questions on this? No? Okay, now we're going to go downstairs and we're going to do the big room.
Hi.
Hi.
Like bad things are about to happen. Sorry.
Sorry, that was my
No,
fault.
that's okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't detour my group. Our main demonstration hall. This holds a lot. It's also the worst room for me to talk in because I'm soft spoken. This holds everything from CNC machine shop to a robot to vehicular sciences. So remember back up in 3D printing when you were manufacturing that part and trying to make sure that it worked before you came down and started using a piece of metal or aluminum or whatever you have. You can take that file and bring it down here, make any changes that you want, put it in the CNC machine and start running your product right out of it. We have people that start their businesses out of here. It's very cost effective. It's not a high investment, and this is the safest way for a lot of people to start their businesses. So we have a lathe. We're flipping out the mill, and the green room is a sheet router room. So furniture that comes from IKEA is made off of a sheet router. You can do artwork, anything like that off the sheet router room. Over here is Justin. Is he ready? He's not ready to start.
Even if he is, I can't do it.
Okay.
Perhaps
Anyway.
Batman? Okay.
Justin is a fully programmable crypto robot. You want to kind of teach yourself with the things, and then I'll just chop it in and cut it over here. You can come in and teach yourself how to program a robot. The woman who did that is a member of ours in US. So what the place is here, and then you still we also offer particular sizes over there. We have a lift that is for rent. We rent it for $5 an hour. You can use it to change your life if you don't feel like laying on the ground. Rotate your tires, anything like that. We usually have the tools available, and if we don't, I'll find a way to get them. Any questions on this really large room?
How does that crypto robot program?
I believe Kuka has their own language of some sort, but we have all the manuals and a lot of people that are really knowledgeable in it that can help along the way. So from what I understand, I don't know that much about it, but from what I understand, Kuka has their own language of things. That's the brand of the robot. He comes from Germany.
Okay.
Yeah. And actually, I believe Justin actually was on the line as a welder in one of the automotive. What was he? Oh, working on Hollis. Okay, so he was a welder for the Hollis for Chevy. If there's no more questions, go ahead.
I have one more.
Sure.
Do all these flags represent country get countries and states? Or
They're members. There, so we have a member in that country or that state.
Okay, so for each flag,
Yep, and they're not all hung yet. We have flags that are be hung.
okay.
So, but each flag represents a member in that state or country.
Red lights.
They're like, what are the legs? The flag with the legs.
Isle of Man?
Isle of what?
I think it's the Isle of Man.
Yeah.
Oh, that would make sense. Okay, we're gonna head on to the wood shop now, okay?
There's a small ramp here. So, yeah, I'm actually disabled myself, so.
There, I just stand on the chair because I'm short and everybody can see me. We're coming in reverse order, so my last person is now first. So. You guys are the last, right? Yep, okay. So this is our wood shop, and what I like most about the wood shop is this is everything that Grandpa used to have in his garage, or he used to learn in woodworking in school that they don't teach anymore. I have a 15-year-old son that has no idea what these tools are until he walked into this building. We have everything from routers to lathes to belt sanders to anything else that you can imagine to make any piece of woodworking that you could come up with. I have a little boy that comes in with his dad every so often, a couple times a year, and makes a gift for Mom. They spend all weekend making the most beautiful cutting boards I've ever seen in my life. Behind you is also, I believe this used to be the men's showers, or the boys' showers, are the shower stalls that we turn into paint booths. So if you have anything that you want to paint but don't want to mop up your floor, you can bring it in here. We have the ventilation, I have a door that I can open, and you don't have to smell your house up with paint or ruin the floor. There's also 2 sandblasting chambers. I don't remember, how big of a piece can it do?
I don't remember specifically, but I like to say like a cabinet door.
Yeah, you can do that. So if you wanted to sandblast something, you could do that in there also. So any questions in here?
What was this building used to be?
It used to be the YMCA. Oh, yeah.
These are the locker rooms.
Yeah.
I remember it when it was the
The,
A lot of people do.
I've been in here.
the AV department was the racquetball courts.
What was your question?
Do you have to fill out any paperwork for working in this particular area?
We do a lot of extensive training to make sure that you can use the equipment. Even if you're a master carpenter, we still give you the training. With the cameras in here, I can also have people watch to make sure that the equipment's being used properly, and if there's a problem, we can have people here immediately. But the waiver that people fill out when they become members or use a day pass covers every lab in the building.
So day pass or being a member, which works for everything in here?
It does.
Okay.
Yeah. There's just a few pieces of equipment that have additional charge. The 3D printers, you need to, it's like 3 cents an ounce for the filament that you use. We weigh your product when you're done, that's how we come up with that price. The sheet router and the CNC machines are, I think, an additional $40 an hour, and that's just so that we have people here to make sure that you're safe and the equipment's being used properly. And then the lift is the $5 extra an hour, and that's just to have people around again so that your car's on the lift safe and the equipment's being used properly. And did you have a question over here?
Do you supply the resources like wood and sheet metal, or?
We have a small surplus amount. If we don't have it, we can send you places that work with us and give you at least a little better pricing. But the majority of the time, if there's scrap in here and you want to come in and use it just to play with, by all means, knock yourself out. But a lot of people bring in the wood that they specifically want to use for their project or their metal.
Is there like specific times or classes where you can come in and have somebody work with you to learn?
The classes are in the process of being developed right now for everything in the building. But I do have people that are always available to work with you one-on-one to give you training or help you over a hurdle that you're having. Anything else on this room? No? We're going to head down another flight of stairs. Okay. Right this way.
Oops, sorry, I'm going to sneak through.
Oh yeah, I saw the we're back in 3,000. No, but it's built in
Is that everybody? Yes. Yes, okay. So this is our computer lab. When you hear computer lab, most people think someplace in a library where you sit with rows and rows of computer and they teach you Excel or how to send an email or how to open up a Word document and those types of things. Here, we teach you how to take them apart, how to put them back together. These guys will help you with programming issues that you may be having. We also, every computer that we take in, when it's gone through to make sure that it's usable or we can recycle it, back into service. If it's not, we take it apart, keep the good parts, put them into a surplus, and you can buy any part that you may not be able to find at a surplus sale instead of someplace retail, or if they don't make it anymore, or anything like that. We're currently running a program about computers for families where we're taking older computers, a couple years old, redoing them, wiping them clean, putting a new operating system on them, and trying to get them into the families that need them the most for $40. Any questions on this room? Go ahead.
So you put a new operating system on it, 10 or any of the Linux?
It's usually Linux. If we do anything Windows based, then we have to charge a ton of money for it because it has to be licensed. Linux is a free operating system.
I have a question.
Sure.
Do you guys do video editing or learning how to run what's the word? Video editing or getting a bigger system for your hard drive or computer? Because you know some computers have a big, huge tower, and yeah, like something like that.
If you're talking about building a rig specific for video editing, we can help you do that. We can help you pick out the parts and everything, and if we have them here, we can sell them to you. And if you have the parts already, you can bring them in, we can teach you how to build it if you don't already know how, give any assistance, diagnostics, etc.
Okay, thank you.
We're all about giving people access to things that they normally wouldn't have access to. A lot of people don't have access to a CNC machine to learn how to run it or start a business or use 3D printing to learn about manufacturing and technology. So anything that you would have a dream of or a desire to learn, we're here to guide you along the way. We won't do the work for you, but we find that people learning from a pull system rather than the push system works a lot better. Anything else in this room? No? Okay, we're gonna move on. Thanks, guys.
Do we have a lab, or it's not lab, but like
I'm not sure. For that night. We also have a room that we're trying to turn into our workspace. Yeah, that also has wood shop stuff.
I'm not sure like how much we're gonna want to put in there.
There's tons of space if you guys want to come in. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
That's necessary.
We've only got a couple more rooms to go. So. This is our electronics lab, so it's only natural to go from computers to electronics, right? We do a lot of different things in this room, and it has a bunch of little parts that I'm not 100% sure what they all do, but I do my best every week in here. So remember those cameras that we talked about that are all over the lab that you can tune into at any time and see whatever's going on? All those cameras have been donated to us. A lot of the cameras, like this one from the city of Holland, came with nothing in it. No way to power it, no way to control it, anything like that. So these guys take the time to figure out what it needs and how they're going to power it and make it move. So what they do is they take it apart, look for any instructions, and then they work together. And they make circuit boards, which we can router here, because we have a couple of routers, so people can use those. The ceramic oven used to be in here, and I don't know where it is now. But then they'll take this part, put it in the camera, cross their fingers, and 99% of the time it works. Sometimes they're not so lucky. But an editor, who's normally in here and helps me along with this, works with people all over the world. He can log into the internet chat room and say, hey, I'm having this problem, and a lot of times he can get 20 different responses because 20 different ideas are usually always better than one. And they may come up with a solution to a problem that he may not have thought of. You also have the ability to make, we have a lot of LEDs, LED lighting, LED signs, anything like that that you might want to manufacture, it can all be done out of here. Any questions on here that I can try and answer? Go ahead.
So the LED stuff here, could we purchase them from here or?
Wait, that wall is all LED lights.
Wow.
So yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, and we charge surplus prices for those also, so it will probably be cheaper to do anything like that through us than it would to go to a store and buy a strip of LEDs.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else? No? We're going to go into the next room directly behind us.
Oh, this is painful.
Keep coming in. My opening line on this room is as it flies, it's in here. From quadcopters to helicopters to sailplanes to regular planes to gas-powered planes. They're all in here. We even have little balsa wood airplanes that we give out to the kids. Our guys fly first-person view, so a lot of these airplanes all have little cameras on them. They have goggles where you can actually put them on and see what they're seeing from the airplane view. They have a club that goes out to Richmond Park. They fly when it's nice, I suspect. We also, if you go out to the outside and look up, there's a mast out there with a big white cone on it. That has got an FPV receiver in it. I don't think it's got a camera in it, but I know it has a receiver in it. And if you're above the tree line, all the way to Richmond Park, we can capture your FPV video and broadcast it live on the internet, which we've done before. So the computers here all have flight simulators on them, so you can find your controller that they moved as my example. You can fly your controller, use your controller, find your airplane, and learn how to fly it in different conditions. From snow to wind to rain and anything like that, and learn how to crash it for free on the simulator before you take it outside, and then 20 seconds later crash it for real.
No damages? No.
No, here you don't, but they're expensive to fix. Any questions on this one?
I like it.
Yeah, I like it. It's one of my favorite rooms here. Okay, we're going to head back upstairs. We got 2 rooms to go, okay? No, you're okay. Sometimes. Is that everybody? Yes. Just a quick pit stop. This is our gift shop. Everything in here has been made by one or all of us as a collective. Everything that you see can be done in this building and has been done in this building. And then we're going to move on to the print shop. Oh God. Not funny. This is our print shop. This holds a lot of different things. That's the bus vinyl t-shirts here. You can, any signed vinyl, t-shirt vinyl, we have the heat press available to do that. We also have regular copiers, you can copies of something. Our newest toy that Miss Liz up there is playing with is our laser cutter. And she appears to be making a dinosaur today. Yes. And so she's laser cutting this dinosaur out of wood that we painted. There, I'm assuming for a wall hanging. We're going to put it on the desk. Oh, okay. Then greet you when you come in the room, exactly.
That was the
But
laser
a lot
cutter.
of us have a background in a lot of this that we can offer assistance. We run a lot of the laser cut jewelry off of the laser cutters here, and we put it together and then put it out for sale. Any questions on this one? No? We're going to head down that hallway and meet Chris and Heather.
Careful.
I'm not the only person that makes like a small chair.
I think last door go left. Alright,
No, I need, well, the feet, like they're part of the same boarding. So I thought it would look best, they're cut from the same material, but they are like spaced properly. Does that make sense? but I don't like this one because I use that right here. There's lots of them everywhere. I know. Lots of them everywhere. Yeah.
Hey, there he is.
Hi guys. Hi. This is the high voltage lab. It's my personal toy box. And all of you are used to normal things out there in the real world that is controlled entirely by lawyers and insurance companies, where they say things like, don't ever try this at home, you can't do this, it's way too dangerous. And these are usually in buildings that have curfews under and you gotta be seriously safe. That's not how we do things here. This whole building, everything you see is real, everything you're about to see is absolutely real, there's no special effects or CGI or anything like that. And you are absolutely encouraged to do this at home. This building is filled with things that will kill you the moment you don't respect them. A lot of them don't look really dangerous. To most people, you would never think that, you know, this box sitting here is dangerous at all, but that's actually a 60,000 volt capacitor, about 10 kilojoules of energy storage capability. And if it's charged up and you give it about 6 inches of it, not only will it kill you, it will blow parts clean off. That's the kind of stuff we get to play with here. And the entire building is predicated on the model that stupid hurts, and the kid that eats too many marbles doesn't grow up to have kids that eat too many marbles. It's a really good, simple, self-limiting problem. The idea is that you can come here and do real science and real research and build real things. And there isn't a single person standing here in this line that cannot build their own anything that I'm about to show you, especially small-scale Tesla coils that are really easy to build in your garage. So, let's have some fun with electricity. Now this is kind of cool because it isn't every day that you get to actually know a moment in your life when you got smarter and learned something. So watch this. How many of you right now know what the meaning of the words volt, amp, and watt actually are? You've all heard about volts, amps, and watts, but most people don't know what they are. EE student?
I've been here on the last tour, so.
Oh, so you know. You guys know volts, amps, watts? Okay. Everybody else doesn't. Watch this, you're all about to get smart. Alright, so we're going to play with some electricity. Tesla coils are kind of the thing that we do a lot of around here. We're kind of famous for doing that. This is a couple small scale coils. That one should be done within the next couple of weeks. So today we're going to play with this one. This is just a big copper rod. You'll notice that it's sitting on an insulator. It's not grounded. This is just a big piece of copper pipe on an insulator. You get a cookie. You're doing it right. You're my hero of the day. What's your name? Brendan. Hi. Hi. See, Brendan is shooting horizontal video. He's not doing this, which makes me crazy. He's shooting horizontal video. He's doing it right. Alright, so for Brendan, we're going to make a couple 100,000 volts real quick. You guys want to watch out there? You'll kind of know where it's happening. Oh, she missed it. Hit record. You ready? Okay. So that's about 300,000 volts. A regular AA battery is about 1.5 volts. A battery in your car is about 12 volts. A wall socket in your house is 120 volts. That's about 250 to 300,000 right there. That's things like that are why we have signs like this. The sign says, everything within this cage can kill you, it'll take a long time to die, it will hurt the entire time. The staff may have to clean you off the ceiling with a sponge. So this is not the kind of science that the children use. They don't talk about having to clean kids off the ceiling with a sponge at the So, how many of you have seen the dopey videos when you were a kid about don't touch down power lines? Remember all those? They used to have cartoons about them from consumers. Don't touch down power lines, kids. I'm going to show you why. Now, I don't actually need the big super safe rubber gloves for this, but I grew up in a dairy farm, and this is like a comfort thing for me. So, we're going to go over here, where I have a really long insulated stick, and on the end of it, honest to God, that's a knitting needle. It's the other half of a pair of knitting needles for that one over there. The sparks came off a knitting needle. You'd be amazed at uses for arts and crafts. Now, these are a pair of pull-knot distribution transformers. These are the same things you see on telephone poles in your neighborhood. You probably have one on your street. It's probably not rated for 100 kVA. Most of them you see around town are like 10s or 15s, maybe a 25. We're going to run these at half power, but we're doubling the voltage. So this one on its own puts out about 15,000 volts. This one does about 15,000 volts. We're going to tie them together to get 30,000 volts. So what you're about to see is twice the voltage that you'll see from a down power line, just from a power line laying in the street. This is why they're so dangerous. And if you would please. And secondary. Pull and hold. There you go. Lay it up. So if you have a power line sitting on the ground, this is what it does. And this is with twice the voltage. It's really not that impressive, is it? It's just, oh, well. And I have to get like half an inch off the floor to do this. So it's like, oh, that's not so bad. This is what happens when you touch it. Now you with me? You make fire. Yeah. See how far I can pull that out? That's over a foot. Now remember, voltage is the pressure. Voltage is how far we can push the electricity. So on its own, it'll only jump little tiny bit, maybe an inch or so. But it's the current, of which there is a lot, that is how you can draw the arc out. This is why it's so dangerous, because this doesn't look intimidating. The voltage really isn't much. But the current is bloody huge. Alright, Ed. Hey, sir. And that's why you don't touch down power lines. So we've seen a lot of voltage, we've seen a lot of current. Now let's put them together and have some real fun. We're going to press a button. What? Are you related to Thor? No, I'm way from Thor. He was God. I'm a scientist. You know what the difference is? You know what the difference is between gods and scientists? No. But I have lots of questions and not a lot of answers, and they have a lot of answers that you're not allowed to question. My job's way more fun. So this is a piece of aluminum mesh. There's nothing special about it. It's just a bit of aluminum. This is the kind of stuff they use for like chicken coops and screened-in porches and stuff like that. I'm going to take a piece of aluminum, which you can see through. There's no hidden compartment. That's why I like using mesh. I'm going to put it right here. Wherever you are, you want to move to a position where you can see here. This is where it's going to happen. Okay? So you guys over here may want to like shuffle around a bit. Because otherwise it's just going to be a really big boom and a really bright crash and you'll be like, I don't know what happened, man. You want to help? No! You want to help?
Yes.
Okay, cool. What's your name?
Nina?
Mina? I'm Chris. Hi. Welcome to the Weird. You have one job, okay?
Push the button.
Push the button, but this is how you're going to do it. In a few seconds, it's going to be about 90 seconds, you're going to hear this sound 3 times in a row. And that's going to let everybody know that something's about to happen, okay? After you hear that sound 3 times in a row, I'm going to touch you on the shoulder so that you know I'm talking to you and not the crowd, okay? And then I'm going to say clear to fire. When I say clear to fire, your entire job is to step on the button and hold it down until something happens, okay? I promise you'll know when it happens, okay? And you won't go boom. Almost nobody ever gets hurt doing it. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put the key in the machine, turn it to arm. And anytime you have a machine that has a setting of arm, you're having a good day. What the hell are you doing in my show? watch this. Think of electricity like water in a pipe. Volts is how we measure the pressure of the water. Amps is how big your pipe is. And volts times amps gives us watts. Watts is what you can actually do with it. It's how fast we can fill the bathtub. It's how far we can shoot her across the parking lot with a fire hose. That's what watts is. That's the next part of this. A regular AA battery is 1.5 volts at about 1 amp, so you can get about 1.5 watts out of a AA battery. A car battery is about 12 volts at a couple hundred amps. A wall socket in your house is 120 volts at 15 amps. So 120 times 15 gives us 1,800 watts, which means all you can get out of a regular wall socket in your house is about 1,800 watts of power. This is how you know the guy trying to sell you the 5,000 watt amplifier on Craigslist is lying to you. There's only 1,800 watts in the wall. Your entire house runs on 240 volts at about 100 amps, and in a moment when you push that button, you will discharge 1,800 volts at 80,000 amps, which gives us 144 million watts of power. For a very brief moment, about 3 thousandths of a second, which is much, much less time than it's going to take you to blink, you will put more energy through that piece of aluminum than every single building in the entire city of Grand Rapids is using at that moment all put together. It will be bright, it will be loud, you probably won't die, okay? You may want to plug your ears for this. It's not dangerous, but it will sound like a shotgun going off, and if you're not expecting it, you might pee a little. Okay, ready? That's the piece of aluminum, is that smoke and the funny smell. So I said I'd like to end with a bang. Now, everybody follow me, we'll do anarchy. But before we do that, raise your hand if you now know a rough idea of what volt, amp, and watt actually mean. That scared you. Yay, we have more smart people. Look at that. See, you learned something. All right, guys, follow me. Does not have his membership card yet. I would like him to have it when I'm done with the Q&A. We got everybody? Alright, now we get to do something really remarkable. This is something that I've never seen any other company on earth ever do. I'm not just a high voltage weirdo here, I'm actually the president and founder of the company. We are a national nonprofit organization, which means we survive on donations from people like you and foundations and companies like that and lots and lots and lots of other people. We exist to serve the public good. That's why we're here. At this moment, you guys have just completed our every week tour. We do this every week, every Saturday at 12:30. We invite anybody who wants to come through and see the whole place. You get to see all of our secret sauce. And afterwards, you get to ask me, not some intern lackey, but the president of the company. You get to ask me absolutely anything you want in front of a live audience and on live television. That camera right now is broadcasting to the internet, and they can see me, and they can hear what I say in that microphone up there, and they can hear the question you ask. So if I try to lie or dodge out of it, they're going to know. This is accountability and transparency. The state of Michigan ranks dead last in accountability and transparency, and that bothers me. We are very big on logic, reason, and critical thinking. I'm very big on people asking questions and demanding evidence. That's why we do this, because if I can do this and teach people that people can be held accountable, people in positions of authority, people with president and their job title can be held accountable, and that normal people should be able to ask questions, then I can ruin it for everybody else. Yay! I'm the kid that blew the grade curve. So, what do you want to know? You can ask anything you want. There are no secrets. You can't embarrass or offend me. Go.
How did you start?
I'm a nerd. I've always been a nerd. It's when you're in love, you want to tell the world, right? Everybody knows this. You've all had that friend, or you've been that friend. When you're in love, you want to tell the world. You can't change your mind, and you won't change the subject. I'm the same way with science. I like explosions. I like fire trucks. I like robots and lasers and model airplanes and stuff. And I'm in love with that, and I want to share that with the world. Because I want her to grow up and be an engineer. If she grows up and gets a degree in anything ending in studies, I have failed in my entire life's work. If she grows up and gets a degree in anything ending in any kind of engineering, win, I've done it. And then she can go on and solve problems in the world and make the world a better place. And that's what I'm here for. That's why we do this. Next question. There's some very weird sounds coming from behind me. Go.
Can you tell me about your fuser?
That's a fuser. It's a Farnsworth Hirsch fuser. It's a star in a jar, basically. That's a low power, low vacuum one because we wanted something for classroom use, so it generates a plasma ball. It does not generate fast neutron emissions, but it is a functioning fuser. And with a bigger vacuum pump and a better seal system on it, it absolutely could be fast neutron emission. But that is a working tabletop nuclear fusion reactor, which is not something you get to see every day. We don't do it as part of the demo for the tour, except in the wintertime as a rule, because it takes half an hour to pump down, and when it's bright outside, it doesn't work with the dam because it's so dim you can't see it. So we do it, that's the thing we do with like Cub Scouts and things like that, where we have a dark indoor environment, or it's after dark, like in the evening, stuff like that, which we do a lot of scout groups in the evenings. But yeah, it works, it's the real deal. If you want to see it run, hang out, and we'll fire it up for you. But then if you want more details as to what it is and how it works and all that, look up Farnsworth Hirsch Fuser, or just type Fuser. Go to fuser.net, it's a huge website for it. And does anybody know who Farnsworth is? Does that name mean anything to any of you? YouTube, but you already knew what a fuser was, didn't you? Yeah, okay. Anybody else know who Farnsworth was? You all owe him a thank you. He invented television. Philo T. Farnsworth invented television. He also invented the fuser, which is a really awesome little bit of science, and you should check them out. And we have videos and stuff on how that works on the website. Next question. That it? You guys are easy. Go.
What makes horizontal video better than vertical?
The entire world of media playback is designed around the landscape format. We have widescreen. The world works in widescreen. And try this right now. I'll show you all an experiment. Watch this. This is how smart smartphones are. Take out your smartphone and open the camera application and hold your phone up vertical like this. If you do this, you'll notice that the clock at the top is right side up, all the writing is right side up, everything is right side up, right? If you turn it 90 degrees, everything turns. It's now still right side up. This is because your phone has an IMU in it, an inertial measurement unit. That little IMU, by the way, is the reason why quadcopters, all the guys flying drones around, it's the reason why those can exist. If it wasn't for an IMU, they wouldn't be able to fly. No human can actually fly a quadcopter. Your brain can't think that fast. But with an IMU, with accelerometers and gyroscopes on a chip, you can do that. This, if you look at a YouTube video, if you ever watch a YouTube video, and there's a thin rectangle of video in the middle and two big black areas on either side, it's his fault. It's because you shot vertical video. Huh?
YouTube has vertical video.
Yes, it fills it in on the sides with shmoo, and it's a terrible hack. No. You have, in your hand, a computer more powerful than we used to put men on the moon. You have in your hand more powerful than a Cray 1 supercomputer that used kilowatts of energy, and you carry it in your pocket. You have the sum of all human knowledge at your fingertips, and you choose to watch cat videos and hentai. You have the ability. All you have to do is turn it. That's it. And there's not even any buttons. You just turn it. And it does all the thinking. It does all the work. You have a camera in your pocket that works better than the $120,000 broadcast camera I'm using right now. It's in your your pocket! And the only thing you have to do is turn it 90 degrees and you're gonna give me flack on this? No! I do broadcasting for a living. I have 14 million hits on YouTube. How many you got?
7.
Thank you! Don't shoot vertical video! It makes baby Farnsworth cry. That's why. See, don't make baby Farnsworth cry. That hurts so bad. Next question. Yes, I reserve the right to mock any of you. Go.
We run an after-school science club in Coopersville.
Really?
Is there any sort of group membership thing we could...
Yes, I grew up in Coopersville, shut up.
Awesome.
Where's this at?
At the high school.
Really?
And we do FIRST robotics and 3D printing and RC car racing and that sort of stuff.
I want to help.
Awesome.
I won't support FIRST robotics.
Okay.
Okay, and I will give you no end of harassment about FIRST robotics. But what I will do, instead of the awesome guys at CAPS getting scammed by the massive scam that is FIRST robotics and spending ridiculous amounts of money just throwing it away on useless, I will give you an actual robotics lab that you can use with actual parts, and I won't charge you tens of thousands of dollars to do that. How about that?
That sounds awesome.
I want to talk to you. Who's running it? Us. You two?
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to be okay then. Who's that guy behind you that keeps smiling?
That's my dad.
Hi, Dad. You're
Helps a
cool.
lot of stuff.
Where do you live in Coopersville?
I live on 68, right as you're going to cross the river in Allendale.
Okay, how about you?
I actually live in Comstock Park. So
Okay.
just up the road.
I grew up on Garfield.
Oh.
Out by Garfield and 60th. So, yeah, anything I can do to help Coopersville, I'm there.
Awesome.
Alright, any other questions? This is fun. Go!
I have one, but I'm scared to ask.
You should be. I'm a horrible person.
Okay, so your YouTube setup where you do the fan mail and videos, would you guys offer how to do that to someone like me who's...
If you're interested in helping produce geek group videos, and you're on a college path of video production or animation or editing or something like that, we have internships available for people that are serious about it. If you just want to do it as a hobby, go right over to Bridge Street, the old library on Bridge Street. It's called Community Media Center, GRTV. They've been there for 1 billion years. I started at GRTV when they were in the basement of the library downtown. Go talk to them. They're awesome people. And if you want to learn about making better videos on your own, that's absolutely an amazing resource. And it's right here in town. We don't teach people how to produce videos. We make our own videos. That whole wing of the building is all about our YouTube videos. But for people that just want to learn how to use a camera, use a microphone, and make their own videos, GRTV is an amazing resource.
That includes editing and...
Yeah, they do all of it, everything. And they have editing suites, they have all the software, everything.
Okay,
so I send a lot of people there. So, any other questions? Alright, you'll notice, go.
Kids programs?
Yes, talk to them. We do Cub Scouts, Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Brownies, church groups, youth groups, everybody. Huh? 4-H. 4-H. We even do 4-H. Farm kids. Alright, this is what you need to know. You've just spent an hour of your, you spent about an hour of your life touring this entire building and listening to me make fun of this poor man over here. So, given that you're still here, and some of you are repeat offenders, if you're not a member yet, you probably should be. Now, most makerspaces, and look this up, don't trust anything I say. Check evidence, do your own research. You can do this on the Magic Square in your pocket. They work, you can look things up on that. They've got the internet on them now. It's awesome.
It's not just
Check for yourselves. Look up what it costs to join an average makerspace. It's usually a 3-digit number. $100 makerspaces are cheap. We are the largest, oldest nonprofit makerspace on earth. And membership here, last year, was $40 a month, which made us one of the cheapest in the world. This year it's $20 a month, because we can.
I don't have to take my money.
Exactly. Membership here is $20 a month. That's $5 a week. That's Taco Bell, 1 day a week. I want you to go over there and become a member. I want you to design and build and create things. I want you specifically, to build stuff and be smarter and make fun of everybody else. The people that say really stupid things like, girls can't weld, girls can't do things in a machine shop, girls can't drive a forklift. See that girl right there, the blonde? Hi. She runs our machine shop and teaches the forklift classes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm really big on getting girls into hard science, engineering, and physics, and design, and all that cool stuff. I want you to do that. Right now, all of you at this moment have access to every tool you can imagine, every resource you can imagine to design and build and create things. It's easy to build a thing. I want you to think up a thing, build that thing, and build a company. Because you, right now, there is no excuse at all that you, by the time you graduate college, can't be running your own multi-million-dollar company, and your dad would like this very much. The only reason any of you have, right now, for not designing the next big thing and starting your own company is really the stupid excuses that you tell yourself every morning. Get up, get out of the house, get off of the computer, and come and build things. I want 20 bucks a month. That's all I ask. The rest of it, I want to give you the world. Any other questions? Good. Go talk to them and sign up and do cool stuff. I want you here. And you need your ID card. Thank you, everyone, for coming, and I like your shirt. Yay! What are you guys building?
A lock.
Oh, cool. Okay. Like for a dorm room?
Like for a kid's room.
Okay.
For a granddaughter.
Oh, that's neat. Okay. Cool. Batman made a thing!
Overkilled again. But I made a thing.
Alright, so give us a tour. What do you got?
It's a rolly table for when we want to cut long stuff on the chop saw.
And this is made out of the battery tray
this
for the
battery
C-grid.
tray, and everything else is random cutoffs from member projects or parts we've pulled out of something.
And the clamp is just temporary while you're setting heights. Okay.
They've actually already used it because they were cutting long stuff. It's like, hey! But I got to drill holes, and I've just been procrastinating because 1/4 inch thick steel. Yeah, it's just about done.
This is cool. I'm digging it. Dog in a box! You want a little box to ride around in? She wants to ride in the box. Dog in a cone. Dog in a box.
Did you see the dinosaur invasion?
No, where? Oh wow, there's dinosaurs on the windows. Transparent blue dinosaurs. That's kind of cool.
We needed some cheerfulness up here.
Okay, I'm digging it. Next time we do that, can we, instead of having them at random angles, have them like standing?
Well, there were a couple we thought they were standing until they were on the window.
Oh.
And then went, oh hey, that's not what that's supposed to look like.
Okay. Nice dinosaurs. That's pretty cool. I'll be back. How many more to go?
What?
How many more to go?
All this, all that.
Cool. Did he tell you about the time limitation?
Yeah.
You guys don't have one.
Yeah. Awesome.
The late as you want tonight.
Well, I appreciate it, and I gotta be honest. So I've put like 40-ish hours into this before I gave up and
Just kind of threw it in my garage to just throw it away forever.
Okay.
And then last year we came here, did a project, realized that we had access to the right tools, and I'm like an hour into these and further than I was in 40 hours of...
Welcome to the Geek Group. That's kind of the idea, is access to the right tools. It's everything we do is all about access. That's the whole thing.
I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate you're here. Tell your friends. I need 1,000 more guys just like you. That's exactly what we're here for. So if you guys want to work on this all night long, totally cool.
Well, I really appreciate it.
And if you need munchies or something, there's stuff up in the gift shop. Just leave the money on the counter. They'll sort it out in the morning.
Thank you.
Have fun.
All right.
Today's Captain's Blog is brought to you by a sterling young man, David Archer.